Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to workout number 5. Jared and Camille coming back at you. How are things going? Hopefully you guys are feeling good. Hopefully you're seeing some improvements. This has been a fun series for us to, well, it's been a fun series for me to put together. This has been quite the workouts for
This is what I asked
Come on, this is, yeah.
This is what
If you're going to point fingers, point them at yourself on this one. But you know what, you guys, it's totally relatable. She's one of you. She's, stay at home, mom of 4.
And I didn't get very much sleep last night, so I keep yawning.
just trying to make it happen, you guys. This is
real life.
This is hashtag real life. Listen, we got this. Let's jump into workout number 5. And so we'll go ahead and get her down. Do you want to put your head down on this side? Let's mix it up a little bit.
Switch it up.
Yeah. We'll give them something different at home. Okay, you guys, check it out. Last workout, we introduced the posterior pelvic tilt with the tabletop position. Okay, so hopefully you've gotten to the point where you can kind of get through all of those sets and reps. Hopefully you're ready for the next progression. Workout number 5, we're going to just, again, take things up a little bit more. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. I hope you guys are ready for it. Let's try it out. Posterior pelvic tilt, so we're going to hit the tabletop toe taps again. And so Camille's going to come up into the 90-90 position. So we're 90 degrees here at the hips. We're 90 degrees here at the knees. And so it looks just like that. Posterior pelvic tilt, she's going to flatten her back out. She's going to tighten her tummy, so she's going to suck her belly button into her back. Looks just like that. On the right foot, we'll go ahead and tap a toe. So hold the tilt, hold the abdominal contraction, and then we're just going to tap a toe down just like that. Now, what I don't want with this, and so pause right there for just a second, come down and relax. So I don't want you to put your foot down on the ground and then come back up. It's just a tap for a reason. It's just very lightly. It's just that tactile cueing. Okay, my toe just tapped and now I'm going to bring it right back up. I don't want your muscles to turn off while you're doing this. And so that's what our posterior pelvic tilt tabletop toe tap looks like. Again, most important, I don't want your spine to come up. So the weight of your legs coming up here is going to want to rock your hips forward. And so your muscles are going to have to turn on to rock your hips back to hold that posterior pelvic tilt. And then again, most importantly, that TA activation, we're going to suck the belly button into the stomach. Tabletop toe taps. Exercise number 2 is about where Camille's at, to be straight up honest with you guys.
It's true.
And so it's a posterior pelvic tilt, and so she does it. She's a rock star with the single leg kind of tabletop stuff, but when we get into the double leg stuff, it gets a little difficult. Yep. And so she told me, like, before I hit play on the camera, you guys, she's like, I'm gonna be shaky, and like, you know what, like, that's where she's at, you guys. She's like right here with you guys. And so this is what we're gonna do. Posterior pelvic tilt, double tabletop toe taps. And so she's going to come up into that tabletop position, flatten the back, tighten the tummy. So now instead of just one single leg at a time, she's going to slowly lower both of them down, just touch, and then come right back up. Again, we're active here, sucking that stomach in, flatten the back. That's the most important part. I could care less about what's going on here. If you guys can't do this, then that's where you need to stay. You're not ready to move on until you can hold that flat contraction with your back flat. That's what we've got to go for. Good. You're crushing it. And so 10 touches 3 times. Okay, you guys? And so that's the big progression for this week. One of the big progressions for this workout. Now we're also going to get into, we spent a lot of time doing the straight leg raises. We're going to do a progression on that is going to be what we would call a single leg bicycle, or like it's basically a bicycle crunch, but we're not going to activate any arms just because I don't want a lot of that rectus abdominis muscle contraction. We're going to just, again, focus on the TA. Tons of lower abs with this, you guys. Like,
that's what the problem is, though.
You're right. And so her words, not mine, kind of the mommy pooch, right? Yep. Or like the mommy tummy. If we want to get rid of that, we're going to work a ton of lower abs. These are all great exercises to do it. This one is one of my favorites. You guys are going to like this one. She's going to get into that tabletop position, flatten the back, tighten the tummy. And so now what we're going to do is take it through a bicycle motion. So just like she's pedaling a bicycle, she's going to extend one leg and then the other. So now we're alternating. So as opposed to just the straight leg raise where you're kind of working the one side over and over again, and again that left, or like if I was working the right, the left leg's down and static. Go ahead and take a break. You're awesome. Left leg's kind of down and static. Well, to show you what I mean, so we're here, and then if she's doing the straight leg raises, this is helping out a ton. And so now what we're doing is we're getting rid of that assistance, and then we're also, there's never a break here. So as the right leg's coming back, the left leg's going out. There's never a break. That core's got to be super active. She's got to be flat here. She's got to be nice and tight right here. That's it. Good contraction right there. And so that's what it looks like. Now, some of you, it might be easier. She was kind of demonstrating straight out, straight back. If that's a natural motion, green light, absolutely. If you want, I don't want to say it's maybe a little bit harder, but to kind of even do like a little bit more of a elliptical kind of bicycle motion. And so what do you think? Harder, easier?
This one's harder for me.
So this one's typically a little bit harder just because we are, take a break for just a second. I like totally exhaust you. And so for her to come here, I'm going to demonstrate on this right leg. For her to come straight out and back is, I don't want to call that easy, but it's going to be easier than up. So straight, down, and then back, kind of in that, elliptical motion there. This one should be a little easier, but again, the thing that I'm after is just that flat back, tight tummy. That's what we're after, okay? And so 10 reps, so 3 sets of 10 reps, and so as you cycle, it's going to be, so right, left, 1, right, left, 2. So 10 reps on each side. You're going to hit that one 3 times. Okay, the progression to our bridges, we've been bridging with some marches, and so now we're going to jump into a single leg bridge. So to do that, Camille's going to kick her right leg out straight. We're totally flat here. We've been coming up into a bridge and then march. Well, so even the last workout, we've been doing lots of marches. We're doing 4 or 5 marches on each side and then coming down. So now what we're going to do is we're going to eliminate the help from our other leg to get up into the bridge position. So she's going to suck in her stomach so that TA is nice and active. We're going to fire these left glutes. She's going to use left glutes to lift her hips up off of the table while the right leg's straight, and go ahead and come back down. Don't necessarily need to hold this one. It's so flatten the tummy, raise the hip. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and take a break for just a second. Your leg, the cueing on your leg, I tell people that, well, so there's a couple of different ways you can do it. If maybe to begin, maybe your first couple of times through this workout, your leg's right here, okay? And so again, thighs are parallel, and then I'm going to let that go, flatten the tummy, and then come up into the bridge, okay? And then back down. So that's one way you can do it. When that becomes easy, I'm going to challenge you to slowly lower this table or the leg down closer towards the floor. And so now if Camille's right here, try that out. So it's harder. It's a harder contraction here with the TA. And it's a harder contraction to flatten the tummy. I'm even going to let it go. I've been helping you. And so now hold your leg, straight down and straight back up. It's tough, you guys. Again, it's gonna work you a little bit harder. If it's too tough, come here. If this is too tough, come here. And so now, same thing. So flatten the tummy and then come straight up there. Should be a little easier than this down here. Again, it's all about physics. It's all about torque. It's super boring. It's stuff that I get stoked about. I'm like, oh my gosh, how cool is that? That you can make it easier and harder if you just, depending on where your leg's at. Higher, like straight up towards the ceiling is going to be easier than down here. Challenge yourself, push yourself. You're going to run through 3 sets of 10 on each leg. So she's going to do 10 on her left, 10 on her right. Repeat that 3 times. Okay, and so now let's jump into some full side planks. We've made it. She's going to roll over onto her right side. We've been bending the bottom knee. Now we're going to kick it out straight. Last workout, we did some hip dips to make it a little more dynamic, a little more active. We're going to go back to static, but we're going to make it harder as we straighten both of our legs out. Right elbows right underneath her right shoulder. Feet are stacked on top of each other. Some people find it more comfortable with the top leg to go behind or in front. I don't care. All that I care about is what's going on right up here in her core and in her stomach. So TA muscle activation, she's going to draw in her belly button. She's going to come up into a side plank. Looks just like that. So now what I'm looking for is a straight line, nose, belly button, between her legs, between her ankles. So that's all going to be a straight line. She's got that stomach sucked in, nice and tight. That's the most important part, you guys. Mommy tummy, we got to get rid of it. That's the contraction that I'm after. She's going to feel it a ton in these bottom obliques. That's got to be 20 seconds. And go ahead and come back down. And so we're going to hold for 20 seconds on the right. We're going to hold for 20 seconds on the left. We're going to repeat that 3 times. So about 60 seconds. So 3 times, 20-second holds, left and right. Cool, you guys. Okay, we've got one more. How are your vacuums coming along? Your challenge with the last workout was to work in not only, one set while you're doing the exercise, but another set throughout the day. Basically, what we're trying to do is prepare you for what's coming. And so now we're going to, again, hit that upright TA activation. And so we're going to do the stomach vacuum, but your progression for this one is that we're going to add a rotation to it. Okay, and so we're going to rotate 3 times. So we're going to rotate right, left, right, left, right, left. 3 rotations while you're holding that vacuum. So she's going to breathe all of her air out. She's going to suck in her tummy and then rotate. So hold. Good. 2. So time out for just a second. Just super little motions on this. And so she was doing a good job rotating. However, what I want isn't... So again, you hit that stomach vacuum. I don't want this. Where's all that rotation coming from?
Oh.
That's coming from my hips. My stomach, my torso is actually not rotating at all. It's my hips that are rotating right here. What I want is hips stay static. It's just a small motion, you guys. So you don't need to, we're not golfing. I'd like to go play some golf, but we're not golfing. I want hips forward. I want TA active, and then we're going to rotate as far as my shoulders can go this way, and then as far as my shoulders can go this way. But you'll see that while I'm holding that, my pelvis stays straight at you. I'm not rotating hips. We're not here. But we're just rotating shoulders. The goal is to separate your shoulders from your hips. And so that looks better, just like that. So keep your hips forward. Good. Even smaller motion than that. There. Yeah. And so again, don't try to break the bank on this. We're not trying to get this huge. It's not a huge motion. The most important part is not the rotation. I could care less about the rotation. The most important part is the TA activation. The stomach vacuum is what I'm after. Breathe out all your air. Contract that tummy. So we're going to suck in. Now just small motion right there. Good. 2, 3, and relax. So that's 1 rep right there. She's going to do that 10 times, okay? And so we're going to hit 3 rotations to each side, and then we're going to repeat that 10 times. Suck out all of her air, draw the abdomen in, that vacuum. That's the part that I'm after right there, you guys. Super easy, super small rotations.
Super easy.
Super little, light, small rotations, not big rotations is all that we're after there. And so what we're doing is we're hitting the TA activation, but then we're also adding some oblique to it as well. We're just, again, making it more functional. Rarely do we walk around with just our stomach sucked in, but like for me to contract that muscle, and then I'm rotating, I'm bending, I'm twisting, I'm doing all these motions, we're just making it a little more functional, we're making it a little more difficult, making it a little more effective, which is what we're after, you guys.
Yep.
Mommy tummy. God, we're getting to it, you guys. That's
gone.
workout number 5. We've got one more workout to get through. Again, all of your pretenses are the same. Hit this workout until they become easier, until you feel like you're ready for that next progression. It might take a week, it might take 2 weeks, but you're going to know when you get there based on your ability to perform the recommended sets and reps of each of these exercises. When you get there, you guys, Camille and I will see you back for workout number 6.